As-salâm alaykum and rahmatullah. What you are about to hear now is no ordinary reminder. It is a direct burning call, one your soul has long awaited. There is a power within you that you have ignored. A power so pure, so powerful that it makes shaitan tremble every time it is activated. You are not here by chance. There are no coincidences with Allah. If this message reaches you, it is because He has singled you out. He has chosen you, and now He commands you to arise. This power you carry is dangerous, for it destroys all that is false. It awakens, it purifies, it liberates. But it is asleep. And Allah says to you, wake him up. Wake yourself up. If you feel that thrill, that inner fire, then stay. Because this reminder is for you and for no one else. You have been chosen. This is not by chance, nor is it a mere privilege. Allah does nothing without reason, and He does not appoint anyone at random. To be a chosen one is to be a soul set apart by the Creator, a soul who has endured trials and pains few understand, a soul who has survived life's harshest storms. This trial is not a punishment, but a purification, a divine process that prepares you for a greater mission. You are not here to follow the crowd, nor to settle for the minimum. You are here to be a beacon, a light in the darkness, a living reminder of Allah's presence. The chosen ones are not perfect, far from it. Some of your predecessors doubted, fell, and wept. But what made them chosen was not perfection. It was their constant return to Allah, their refusal to give up, their unwavering faith despite their mistakes. These chosen souls were able to keep the flame of truth burning in their hearts, even when all seemed lost around them. The Quran often speaks of these chosen ones, those whom Allah raises in rank. They are described as faithful servants, pure of heart, warriors of faith. They are not afraid of solitude, for they know that their company is that of Allah. They do not need the recognition of men, for their reward is with the Lord of the worlds. Being chosen also means bearing a heavy responsibility. It is not enough to have been chosen to rest. No, the truly chosen one acts. He struggles with his own weaknesses. He fights temptations. He strives to purify his soul every day. He gets back up after every fall. He learns to say no when his heart wants to give in. He is aware that every moment is a test, and that his mission is to remain steadfast on the right path. It is this awareness that separates the chosen one from the mere believer. The chosen one feels in every breath the call of Allah, a call to be better, to strive for spiritual perfection. It is not an unbearable pressure, but an inner strength, an energy that pushes him never to give up, even when the path is dark, even when the trials seem endless. You are one of these souls. It is no coincidence that this message reaches you today. You have a mission, and it begins with this inner awakening. It is time to fully embrace your chosen status, with its joys and challenges. The path will not be easy, but it is noble. It is luminous. And above all, it leads to the pleasure of Allah, the greatest of successes. The power you carry within you is not a visible force, nor a weapon that can be wielded. It is a sacred fire, a silent but devastating power, radical sincerity toward Allah. This power is the power of your heart when it detaches itself from all that is vain, when it seeks only to please its Creator and nothing else. It is the power of pure truth, the one that does not lie, that does not cheat, that seeks neither recognition nor human reward. This power is dangerous because it cannot be controlled or corrupted. It burns away pretense, exposes hypocrisy, and causes masks to fall. When the believer activates this power, he becomes a living threat to all that is falsehood and injustice. Shaitan trembles, for he knows that sincerity thwarts his plans, destroys his traps, and dispels his illusions. The sincere heart is an impregnable fortress, a sanctuary the devil cannot penetrate. But this power only awakens if you choose to nurture it every day. It is not an innate talent or an ability acquired effortlessly. It is a constant decision, a deep commitment of your soul. Every sincere prayer, every act done solely for Allah, every sincere repentance lights this flame. It is in the constancy of faith, in the struggle against oneself, in the acceptance of trials that this power grows. The Prophet Muhammad said that sincerity is the key to success in the sight of Allah. No action is valid without it, no matter how visible and impressive the practice. This inner power goes beyond visible miracles and outward gifts. It is not about having the greatest knowledge or being the most eloquent. It is about having a clear heart, a transparent soul, and a faith as pure as spring water. Yet many refuse to activate this power. They prefer to please men, hide their truths, play a role, and accumulate deeds for glory and not for Allah. This choice slowly kills this inner fire, this destructive power for darkness. And in this darkness, the soul dies, becomes vulnerable, ready to fall into the devil's traps. But for you, the chosen one, this choice cannot be an option. This power is your true nature. It is the strength Allah has given you to weather storms, to guide others, to repel evil. Do not deny it. Do not bury it beneath the doubts and distractions of the world. Activate it. Nourish it. Protect it. When you choose radical sincerity, you become an instrument of change. Your words become truth. Your presence becomes light. Your actions become blessings. Hearts open before you. Doors are unlocked. Fears fade away. You are no longer just another believer. You become a beacon, a silent but irresistible force, a soldier of Allah with an invincible weapon. This power is also dangerous for yourself, for it demands relentless honesty. It pushes you to face your weaknesses, to abandon your sins, to renounce the illusory comforts of the world. It pushes you to accept the pain of transformation, to walk alone sometimes, to resist the temptation to falter. It is a difficult path, but it is the only one that leads to true victory. Never forget that sincerity is not a one-time feat. It is a state of being, a daily commitment. Every day you must choose to activate it, to purify yourself, to refocus on Allah alone. This choice, this makes you dangerous in the eyes of the enemies of good, but also immensely precious in the eyes of your Lord. So ask yourself today, do I activate this power? Do I choose radical sincerity, even if it means giving up what I loved? Do I let this fire burn, or do I let it go out? This decision is the key to your spiritual future. Don't take it lightly. When this power of radical sincerity fully awakens in the chosen one, he becomes a living target. The enemies of Allah, Shaitan, the hypocrites, the unjust, sense this threat as an imminent danger. They know that a sincere heart, strengthened by faith and purity, can thwart their plans and overthrow their domination. This is why they seek to weaken it, divide it and divert it. This power is a light in their darkness, and they fear it deeply. Hypocrites, those double dealers who play between faith and disbelief, fear this power more than anything. They fear the truth that the sincere embodies, the clarity that unveils their masks, exposes their false promises, and dissipates their pernicious influence. Radical sincerity is like a ray of sunlight in the middle of a cold night. Wherever it passes, darkness flees. Pretense crumbles. Shaitan, for his part, never ceases to plot tricks to divert the chosen one from this path. He whispers doubt, fuels fear, and creates spiritual fatigue. He knows the power a pure heart holds, and he hates to see it flourish. This is why the chosen ones are often subjected to intense trials, moments of solitude, and invisible struggles. These difficulties are not a sign of weakness, but proof that you are on the right path. Allah tests His chosen ones to refine their strength and strengthen their faith. But it's not just the external enemy who fears this power. Sometimes, it's even loved ones, friends, or society who don't understand this awakening. Radical sincerity can be disturbing, challenging habits, comforts, and personal interests. It can arouse jealousy, incomprehension, and even rejection. The chosen one may find themselves isolated, misunderstood, alone in their inner and outer struggle. However, this solitude is also a blessing. It purifies the soul. It forges character. It affirms determination. The sincere believer learns to nourish himself with the company of Allah alone, to find in His presence the strength to persevere. He knows that the reward is immense, even if it is often invisible to human eyes. The true greatness of this power lies in its ability to transform one's entire life. When the sincere act, the results are not always immediately visible, but they are powerful and lasting. They change the hearts around them, inspire goodness, and build bridges of peace and truth. Their actions are blessed, even if they go unnoticed in this world. Yet, despite the fear it arouses in enemies, this power must never be hidden or repressed. The chosen one must make it shine, manifest it in his actions, his words, his presence. He must be a guiding beacon, a fighting soldier, a purifying heart. For it is by fully activating this power that the believer fulfills his divine mission on earth. So, despite the obstacles, despite the attacks, despite the loneliness, choose to remain steadfast. Do not abandon this power that Allah has entrusted to you. Do not give in to fear or discouragement. Your sincerity is a sharp sword that will destroy lies and open the way to light. It is the key that will allow you to pass through the darkness and achieve final victory. Remember that you are never alone. The angels, prophets, and saints who have walked before you support you invisibly. Allah is with you every step of the way. This dangerous power is also your greatest protection, your greatest weapon. So wear it with pride, activate it with courage, and let it change your life and the lives of others. The power you carry within you is not limited to an isolated spiritual force. It is also a lever capable of transforming your entire life, your destiny, and even that of your community. This power is a reflection of your sincere and deep connection with Allah, and it acts as a catalyst that makes things happen, that opens closed doors, that creates opportunities where none existed before. But this transformation does not occur without effort or total commitment. It is a constant quest, a daily work of purification, questioning, and conscious action. The chosen ones know that this power requires a subtle balance between patience and action. Patience in the face of trials, delays, and misunderstandings. An action that consists of persevering in goodness, performing acts of worship with sincerity, reaching out to those in need, and constantly correcting one's own faults. This is not a magical power that falls from the sky effortlessly. It is a fire that must be constantly fueled, an energy that is cultivated through consistency and discipline. You must understand that this power also comes with an immense responsibility. To be elected is to be a role model, a living example for others. Your words and actions are observed, analyzed, and imitated. The light you carry must be pure, unblemished, for it can illuminate the path or cloud it. This power places you in the position of moral and spiritual leader, even if you do not seek this role. Others look to you, even in silence, and they expect strength, wisdom, and justice from you. This also means you must be prepared to face criticism, jealousy, and attempts to destabilize you. The dangerous power you wield provokes strong, sometimes hostile reactions. The forces of evil do not like to see a chosen one grow and rise. They will try to distract you, discourage you, and blind you with the illusions of the world. It is up to you to remain vigilant, to keep your heart attached to Allah, and to continually seek His protection. Another crucial aspect of this power is humility. Despite all the strength and light you carry, you must always remember that everything comes from Allah. You are a servant, a tool in His hands. Without His permission, you can do nothing. This awareness protects you from pride and vanity, which are deadly traps. Humility is the key that keeps this power active and pure. It makes you approachable, sincere, capable of loving and forgiving. Remember that this power is also a means of healing, for you and for others. By activating your sincere faith, you become a channel of divine mercy, a source of peace and comfort. Broken hearts find refuge in you, lost souls find light, and weary spirits rest in your presence. This is not an ordinary power, but a sacred power, the power to bring people closer to Allah. But this power comes at a price. It sometimes requires giving up toxic relationships, destructive habits, and selfish ambitions. It requires making difficult choices, getting up when everyone else is asleep, praying when tiredness overwhelms you, and standing tall when everything pushes you to bend. It's a constant discipline, a daily struggle. But this struggle is the struggle of life, the one that leads to eternal success. You are on this path because Allah chose you. He gave you this strength for a reason. Don't waste it on doubts or unnecessary fears. Be proud of who you are, of what you carry. This power, when fully activated, makes you invincible in the face of trials. It gives you the wisdom to make the right decisions, the patience to wait for the right moment, and the courage to face challenges. So every day, renew your commitment. Every morning, say to your heart, I choose to activate my power. I choose radical sincerity. I choose to be a chosen one, a faithful servant. This simple act of will is the engine of your transformation. It is the first step toward a new life, a blessed life, a life guided by Allah. Remember also that this power is not an end in itself. It is a means, a tool. The ultimate goal is the pleasure of Allah, inner peace, and victory in the hereafter. Everything you do with this power must be aimed toward this end. If you lose sight of this end, you risk falling into misguidance, vanity, or spiritual fatigue. Never be discouraged. Even if the road seems long, even if the obstacles seem insurmountable, remember that every step counts, every effort is recorded. Allah is the most just of judges, and He never leaves lost those who strive sincerely. You carry within you an immense responsibility, a power that many cannot even imagine. This power is the power of your faith, your devotion, but also your ability to influence and transform those around you. Allah has chosen you to be a guide, a living example, a beacon in the darkness. This role is not given to everyone. It comes with strict requirements and major challenges. You must therefore manage it with the utmost care, with a keen awareness of what it entails. Every word you speak, every action you perform, every decision you make, everything is scrutinized not only by those around you, but especially by Allah. You are not alone, even in your most secret moments. For Allah sees all, knows all, and judges all with perfect justice. He placed you in this position not to be glorified or boasted about, but to be a humble and sincere servant, a defender of truth and justice. This is why you must avoid negligence, arrogance, or complacency. These attitudes are the sworn enemies of the chosen one. They corrupt the heart. They extinguish the inner light. They weaken faith. Whenever you feel pride rising, when you compare yourself to others, or when you feel tired and tempted to give up, remember why Allah chose you. It is not for your personal greatness, but for His greatness and His mission. Managing this power carefully also means being vigilant against the temptations of the world. Money, power, recognition, fleeting pleasures, all of these can quickly distract you from your mission. The devil knows exactly where to strike to make you bend. He uses human desires, fear, anger, and jealousy to bring you down. You must therefore constantly strengthen yourself by praying, meditating on the Quran, surrounding yourself with sincere brothers and sisters, and always asking Allah for help. This vigilance is also internal. You must watch your heart, your intentions, your thoughts. The power you wield can easily become poison if the intention is not pure. An act done to be seen or admired does not have the same value as an act done solely for Allah. It is in this purity of intention that true strength lies. If you neglect this aspect, all your efforts risk collapsing like a sandcastle. But managing this power also means knowing how to demonstrate patience and perseverance. The path of the chosen is often strewn with pitfalls, misunderstandings, and sometimes betrayals. You will be confronted with difficulties that will seem insurmountable. You will experience moments of doubt, loneliness, and discouragement. It is in these moments that your faith must be strongest, that your connection with Allah must be deepest. Remember that every trial is a purification, an opportunity to grow and strengthen your position. Allah never tests His chosen ones beyond what they can bear. These tests are signs that you are on the right path, that you are moving towards spiritual success. Accept them with gratitude, even if they are painful. They are gifts in disguise, opportunities to draw closer to your Lord. And finally, managing this power carefully also means passing on what you have received. Being elected is not just for yourself. It is to serve the community, to enlighten others, to grow the faith around you. The Prophet said, "The best of men is the one who is most useful to others." So use this power to build, to love, to unite, to guide. Never underestimate the impact of your presence, your testimony, your sincerity. Every smile, every kind word, every act of kindness, every sincere reminder can change a life. This is how you fulfill your mission, honor Allah's choice, and leave a lasting mark on this world. So manage this power with respect, humility, and determination. Make it a source of light, a weapon against injustice, a refuge for lost souls. This is the greatest challenge, but also the greatest blessing. Allah has entrusted you with a precious treasure. Protect it, cultivate it, and make it grow. Success in this life and the hereafter depends on this conscious and sincere management.